Welcome back to the Bali Rooftop Sounds. We have Nina. I think you've just heard her beautiful performance. Nina, welcome to Bali.
Thank you very much.
What is going on? What is your background? You're from Britain.
Yeah, I'm English
you're
originally.
part Indonesian. Is that right?
I'm slowly becoming
you seem to have some
Indonesian.
Indonesian blood in you.
Yeah, maybe
You're speaking
somewhere
a lot
back
of
there.
Indonesian.
Yeah, well, I love the language and I
Yeah.
love the traditional arts and culture. So I've been here for a few years, studying traditional music, dance, and different traditional arts in Indonesia. Yeah.
Is that and what brought your interest to begin with to pull you over here to get into that?
Well, in 2007, I travelled around the world for 2.5 years, and Indonesia was one of the countries that I came to, and I was really inspired by the richness and the depth of the traditional arts, that it has such a long history and they've still preserved those arts. So I became instantly curious, and it was actually a dream to be able to learn Balinese dance and the different types of dances. And I won my first scholarship in 2011
Wow.
in Bali, in a village called Mungu. And I went to a sangha there for 5 months. And then I won another scholarship in 2016 for 1 year at Isi Surakarta. And there I learned a lot more different cultures from across Indonesia. And then I got another year at Isi Padang
You're the
Panjang
scholarship queen. What's going on?
in West Sumatra, and then I learned more cultures there. So I'm
Yeah,
really
beautiful.
lucky. I'm really blessed.
So through all that, you've developed your sense of poetry and spoken word, and that's happened over that course of time, or you came here with that in mind to do that, or
Well, I started reciting and performing my poetry in 2015 in South Africa, in Cape Town. And it's actually just very organically, accidentally flourished from there. And I found that in Indonesia, I've been really comfortable to express my poetry, particularly the spiritual ones, and also the different types of unique instruments and the music that we have here really nourishes the soul and that spiritual element that is an undertone in a lot of my poetry and my songs. So I've actually ended up making around about 20 new collaborations with many different artists from all different cultural backgrounds across Indonesia.
over that period
in
of
the
time that
2
you've been working?
years
Oh,
now
in 2
that
years.
I've been here
Wow.
in Indonesia. Yeah, so I started with the traditional music of Karitan Jawa, Gamelan Bali, Minangkabau music and singing. And from there, it has inspired my music and also for me to develop and choreograph my own dances to the poetry as well.
Fantastic. So I know you performed last night at Rumah Sanua, and was that combining dance as well?
Yes.
Yeah. And what was the full lineup of musicians?
Well, I opened with Tari Mancak, which is a traditional Minangkabau dance. And then I did a plate dance called Golek, which is very fast and dynamic. And then the opening act was Krishna Floop.
He's
And
great. We've had
then-
him up here before.
Oh, he's beautiful. Yeah, he's amazing, beautiful, soulful voice. And then we had a lineup of live musicians as well as pre-recorded audio, which reflects different cultures across Indonesia. And also from other places like Czechia, from Jakob playing the guitar and the bass for me. And I have vocals from a person from Bangladesh. So there's different influences.
It's a beautiful mix. Fantastic. So, and this is the tail end of a tour that you've been doing right through Indonesia, right?
Yes. So Pelangi, Indonesia started in Jakarta, and then I went to Tangerang, Bandung, Jogja, Solo, Semarang, back to Solo, Surabaya, and Bali, and I just have one show left in Jakarta.
Wow.
Yeah.
Life on the road can be pretty crazy. Any absolutely bizarre experiences that stand out? Or has it all been as peaceful and loving as your music?
Well, life is never without its obstacles, and I actually feel so safe in Indonesia, but I did get robbed on a motorbike. Well, some people drove past me on a motorbike and robbed my bag.
Was that Bali?
Right at the beginning of the trip in Jakarta.
Oh, Jakarta. Okay.
And it was such a shock because I actually feel so peaceful and so safe here. But, these things happen in life, and
happen
I've
everywhere.
met so many beautiful people. I've gone to cities and venues that I've never been before, also met old friends in different places. And that's what it's about. It's been really beautiful way to bring people from different backgrounds together, which is my music and also the way I live my life. So it's just been a rainbow, Palangi. It's been like a rainbow tour of really having a beautiful time, and different musicians have followed me at different parts. So it's been really dynamic, and no two shows have been the same.
Beautiful. Have you had another show up on a rooftop with a glorious sunset like this behind you?
Oh no, nothing can
Of
compare
course
to
you
this.
haven't. Nothing like this. Well, welcome, and thanks so much for coming up, climbing up into the
Thank you for
rooftop,
inviting
risking
me.
your life and your soul and your rainbows to be here. Really beautiful stuff. So we were lucky we were blessed with a beautiful sunset. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Catch you soon. Ciao.
Terima kasih.